everything you want really does exist. It exists in this vibrational reality, and this vibrational reality is so real. It's so tangible, but it's not tangible yet, but it will be tangible. But it is a real place. It's a state. It's not a place that you can open the door and then you're trying to get to. It's a place that when you're feeling good, you are a match to. And what's in your vortex, as a result, all the things that you've put into your vortex as a result of this life experience, it will all start to flow into your experience once you're feeling good. Because here's the thing, when you want something, you have a vibration and so does your desire. But the thing about your desire is that it really has two subjects built within it. It has the presence of what you want and the absence of what you want. So when you're talking about your desire, you have to be sure which side of the stick you're on. You have to be sure if you're talking about the presence of your desire or the absence. And sometimes you're thinking about the presence, but in reality, you're really thinking about the absence. And so you want to be sure, you want to be clear about how you feel, because all you have to do is feel good about the subject. That's it. And once you feel good, once you click into that vortex place, you did it. That's your work. You have now finished the vibrational journey, and your desire will make its way towards you. But this is the thing. When we're talking about the art of allowing, we're really talking about the art of feeling good. Because when we're feeling good, right? We're feeling good. We're in that place. But here's the thing. When you're feeling good and you understand that this is what's going to take me there. Once now you're in it with that ulterior motive that, okay, I don't have this right now, so I'm going to do this process. And then in doing this process, I will have something else. But while you're doing the whole process now you're bringing the reality into it. Now you're bringing the fact that you don't have it into the mix. So that ulterior motive, law of attraction, you can't fake law of attraction. You can't scam law of attraction. You can't convince yourself to believe in something. You have to vibrate it. You have to match it. And all that means is you just have to feel good about it. And that's really actually very simple when you think about it. It's so simple that it should be harder. Everyone should be paying a bigger price. But in reality, it's just that easy. And it's so easy when you understand that all you have to do is feel good about it. And once you feel good about it, your job then is to enjoy feeling good and then not need it to be physical. Because here's the thing, our friends, they're like, they understand this. They talk about why they want it. But then they get to that place where they reach that crescendo, they reach that really good feeling place. And then they're like, well, now what? Where is my desire? But that's the thing though. You don't allow the momentum to really take hold. You don't allow real momentum to get started. So I'll be a week and you're like, well, where was my desire this whole time? But we're saying we want you to be happy with a vibrational version. And it's so amazing for us to tell you this because it's really who you are. You want to be okay. You want to be so enthusiastic about the vibrational version. Because do you know what the first sign of your desire is? The emotion. The emotion is a manifestation. It is a manifestation, but it's a manifestation that you don't yet want because you want the physical version. But the thing is, it can't be physical yet because there's not enough momentum. But your desire still exists. It exists in this vibrational. It's not even a realm. It's in a vibrational state, and it's not being held for you until you're deemed worthy of it. It's just the momentum has to come out. The momentum has to allow this vibration to get more mature. That's a good way of putting it. Because when you're looking at this, when you're looking at this reality, everything that's tactile was once a vibration that gained enough momentum. And then there was a translator who was able to translate that mature enough vibration into a thought and then into the object. So what we're really talking about is your ability to perceive, because this is, so now this is it. So when we talk about your ability to perceive, we're talking about your ability to perceive what the vibration of what you want. But the thing is, when you begin to the beginning stages of your ability or your perception or the translation of your vibration is the emotion. It's the first sign of manifestation. So as you want something and you think about it and it feels good to you, and the dream starts to really percolate into your mind and you really start to see it and you talk about why you want it and it feels good. You're like, I want the money because of the clarity, because of the fun, of the joy. It just feels easy. It feels like security. It feels like freedom. It feels like adventure. It calls me. Once you get to that state where you're now in the vortex, where you feel like, I feel good about the money. I feel good. I'm there. You have to enjoy that feeling. That feeling has to be your new goal. You're not trying to, because here's the thing, you can't get to the money right now because there's a process that has to undergo. And we're not talking about time, because when you do this right, we're not talking about little manifestations. We're talking about the things that you've been wanting for years will start to come and it will defy everyone's logic, because not only of the speed, but the grandness of it. But to you, you'll be like, well, I was in on this the whole time because I believed in what I saw even before I could see it. I felt it. But in feeling it, we're not discounting it. That's the thing, is that feeling is not a discount. Feeling is not being like, you're not shortchanging yourself, because feeling is a reality. It is a real reality, just like that reality that we're seeing with your eye. But the thing is, though, is that you're so good at translating vibration that you don't even know that you're translating vibration, but you are. And you have your five senses, but you also have an emotion. You have your emotional core, and that's your ability to discern and translate vibration. The thing about the vibrational reality is that you can't see it yet. So you have to attune to it. You have to feel it. And then the feeling has to be enough, because when the feeling is enough, when you're saying, okay, like, I just feel good about my money. I feel good. Like, I don't need to be physical right now. I just feel good about it. I enjoy the dream. I enjoy the daydream. it's slowly making its way towards you now, because now you and your desire are a match. But in you and your desire being a match, you're not trying to jump the gun. You're not trying to make it come too fast. You're not trying to be like, okay, like where is it now? Because when you're in this for the manifestation, when you have the ulterior motive, then do you know what your next instinct is? It's to feel good, and then you're looking for your desire. But the thing is, when you look for your desire, it's not there. You can't find something that's lost. You can't find something that's missing. It has to become seen in your mind. You have to practice the frequency of it. You have to conjure. You have to own it. And it's the same thing with all of your manifestations. Once you feel good, you've now achieved harmony with your vibration. Yes, you achieve vibration with the harmony of your vortex. And once you achieve vibrational harmony with your desire, the vortex, then that's it. That's all you have to do. And then once you do that, then naturally the pieces will start to come together in your mind. You'll start to get inspired to do action, because the vibrational journey is all you need to do. Because the path of least resistance from where you are to where you want to go is not an action journey. It's a feeling journey. It's not about having two decisions and weighing them out. It's about understanding that whatever decision you take, it's all about how you feel. You can connect to how you want to feel. You can choose how you want to feel, and that's what it's all about. You can choose your alignment. You can choose your thought. You can choose how you want to feel. You can choose your vibrational output, but you have to know that you're doing it, and you have to know how to do it. And all you really have to do is just feel good for feeling good's sake. And that's crazy, because action, when we mean allow, we mean allow. It's an art form. Feeling good is not that easy, because no one has been practicing it for that long. It's an art form. It is an art form, because you want to feel good about your desire. You want to feel good. You want to get to that place where you're talking about why you want it. You want to goose your desire up, and then you want to maintain I just love the feeling of it. You want to maintain the dream. Oh, that's a good way to put it. You want to maintain the dream long enough that momentum can gather up, because while you're enjoying the dream, you're not vibrating with absence. While you're enjoying the dream, there's no absence in your vibration. So law of attraction looks at you and it's like, hey, this person has all this, because your dream, the law of attraction doesn't know if you're vibrating with something because you can see it, or vibrating with a desire or an idea simply because you're daydreaming about it. And that's where daydreaming comes in, because this is a good way to put it. So imagine like you want something, right? Whatever it is that you're wanting. This is our placeholder. So think about what you want, put it in your mind. So now understand that there are two ways to know how you're doing vibrationally. One, by how you're feeling, and that's pre-manifestation, and two, by what manifests. But we're trying to get you in on behind the curtain. We're trying to get you to understand this reality in a way that is so different than maybe the norm. Maybe it is, but ultimately it's not, because it's who you are. Everyone knows that there's source energy. Everyone knows that there's something more to all this, because humans are scraping enough dirt together to put another planet into orbit. So there is that question of like what's out there, but it's really not out there. It's here with you right now. It's with you here on the leading edge. It's interested in you. It wants you to wants you to have everything that you want to have. Your desires are a match. So this is how it goes. So you want something, and then you talk about why you want it. You're like, hey, it feels good to me. And then you find that feeling place of it. Now you just have to stay there. And you have to enjoy staying there. And the best way, the surefire way of staying there longer is by talking about how good it feels. Not talking about the ideas, not getting too heady on, and not making it about, okay, what does it look like? Don't talk about the details. Just think about how it feels, because we're trying to find the emotion, and then the emotion will inspire all the conditions in the action. It's not the other way around. It's not about the doing that inspires the emotion. It's about the emotion that inspires the doing. Because here's the thing, you don't have to go anywhere. This is not a physical journey sort of understanding, because we know that's what everyone is doing. Everyone is trying to go somewhere, but you can't go somewhere. You can't go anywhere beyond your vibrational countenance. You can't go anywhere different than your beliefs. So it's about standing where you are and tuning your frequency. Standing where you are and tuning your frequency, which literally means changing how you feel. And as you change how you feel, as you make peace with reality, as you're just like, you know what, I have the daydream, and I love the daydream of all my desires. While that in an actual world that seems lazy, in a law of attraction world, you're rocking and you're rolling. Because think about the power, think about the leverage of being like, you know what, universe, I'm satisfied. And not only satisfied, I'm ready for more. But even in me being ready for more, I'm daydreaming. I'm seeing myself embodying, because you're here on this video. You're here to master the art of pre-manifestation awareness, because you want to believe in your desires before anyone can see them, because you can feel it. The thing is, you have to know how to trust your emotion, and not because it's something to trust, but because it's who you are. You have to trust your emotion. You have to be who life has caused you to become. Your emotions are about your connection with source energy. And so as you prioritize caring about how you feel, because you understand that negative emotion is just you choosing a thought that doesn't have any truth in reality. It's bogus, because your inner being is not thinking the same thought or sharing that same opinion about whatever the subject is. So now as you see your emotions, now you understand your guidance system. So now you're having pre-manifestation awareness. You're allowing the fullness of source. You're allowing every moment to be fun because you're like, hey, I have so much stuff going so well for me, but do you know what the trick to all the geniuses around you are? They don't kill their dreams. Upon inception of dream, they don't kill it. They allow the dream to percolate. They think about it. They enjoy it. They have that genius level of concentration where they're just enjoying the dream because of how fun it is. They're not thinking about like where they are. They're not continually taking score of reality. And maybe they do, but they don't do it that much because they understand daydreaming. And daydreaming really is everything, because when you daydream, you're receiving. Daydreaming is not about thinking. Daydreaming is about receiving the vibration of what you want. Daydream is about seeing your true reality, because this reality, this old reality is the real reason why no one really gets anywhere. Is the reason why your manifestations are so slow, because this is not the real reality. And that wherever you focus, you practice the vibration up. So you want to do that less. What you want to do is you want to talk about your desires. You want to daydream them. You want to leave this atmosphere and go into a new atmosphere. You want to enter an atmosphere where there's no resistance. Give up. I'm trying to clean up your resistance, because here's the thing, is like and so that's kind of the downside about talking about processes, being like, okay, do this and this will make your manifestation faster, because in doing this, once you notice the absence of what you want, you're offering the processes from a place of the absence, because your desire is not here. So you're like, well, what can I do to make my desire come faster? So you're like, okay, I'm gonna talk about what I want. But the thing in doing that is that, oh, okay. The thing is, what you're now looking for is improved emotion. Isn't that interesting? So this is the goal. This is your new goal. You're looking for the improved emotion. So when you feel the negative emotion of the absence of what you want, so you wake up and you look at your bank account and it's less than what you want. It's even a lot less than what you want. That negative emotion, that pinch that you feel, don't try to fill it with a physical manifestation. Don't try to be like, well, once I get to the X amount of dollars, I'm gonna feel better. Make it an emotional journey. That negative emotion, you wanna talk it down. You wanna be like, well, it's okay, it's all good. Or you wanna do anything that you can to minimize that negative emotion. So maybe you go into the daydream where you see enough. You open your bank account. This time you see so much money, and you talk about how you milk the juice out of that daydream, so that you're talking about how fun it feels and how good it feels to see that money in your bank account, and you're using your daydream, you're using your mind function in a really productive way. So now you just improved your emotional state. So now you want to cross that desire off. You want to be like, well, this desire is good now because I felt it. That's wild, because you're also used to a physical reality. And so if your desire isn't here right the second that you want it, then you think it's a flop. You think it's something has happened and someone needs to fix it. But we're saying it's just a process. And we're not saying trust the process. We're saying know the process, understand the process, understand the theory behind law of attraction. And once you do, not only are you going to be so good at the art of allowing, but you're going to be feeling better so much more of the time. And that's what you really want. It's so interesting to talk about happiness being something that really is what you really want. And happiness is the easiest way to get to everywhere you want to go, because when you're just happy for happy's sake, now there's no ulterior motive. Now you're not telling the universe that you need this. You're not yearning. You're in pure desire. You have a very pure vibration, because you just understand that, hey, I don't like feeling bad anymore. I just want to feel good, and I'm okay with the dream. I am okay with the dream. I don't need to be physical right now, and I'm good with that, and I'm okay with that. It's just that the dream feels so good, and right now that's enough. Right now, the dream is enough for me in this moment. And then that's a very vibration that allows more momentum to build. It's like you found the vibrational channel. You just harmonize with the vibrational presence of your desire. And as you enjoy the harmony, as you enjoy that life-giving harmony, you got it. Like, you're going to get results that people are going to be in awe of. But for you, it's just gonna be natural. It's gonna be another day at the office, another day here on planet Earth, because it all makes sense to you. You understand how this all works. And the best way to say it is, you just gotta feel good, and you just gotta love feeling good, and you gotta use your metric for how you're doing about how good you're feeling. And the better you feel, the better you're doing. And all you're looking for is improved emotion. So when you feel bad now about the absence of this, you understand that, hey, it's really just because I just have a perspective of my source. I have a perspective that my source is not agreeing with. So let me just find that harmony with source. Let me find that agreement with source. So let me feel for the vortex version. Let me feel for the daydream. Let me feel for it. Instead of going out there and trying to fix it, let me feel for the improvement. And as I feel for the improvement and I feel the improvement, I call myself a success. I say, if you can celebrate the emotion, once you celebrate the emotion, the success of the emotional manifestation, you're not only halfway there, you're already 99% there. You're not only on your way, we just know that you're gonna get you're gonna get so good at this to the point where things are pouring in, and the desire factor is gonna be going faster and faster than ever because you understand all this, and you're gonna be able to keep up to speed with all of your energy and all of your desires, and you're gonna be an emblem of success, and not success from hard work and sacrifice. You're gonna be like, yo, I just had a lot of fun. I just had so much. Everything was just so easy. I just made it all easy in my head. I daydreamed it, and until it just felt so easy and natural. And then it came, and I can't help but be a magnet. I can't help but be a happily liver ever after. It's just who I am. Who I am is source energy, and that's just who I am.